What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are back today for episode 28 of our Formula 1 22 My Team Career Mode. We are here in Monza this time around. If you guys have not watched the rest of the season, it's been one hell of a season, so be sure to go back and watch that. You can watch the last video by hitting the link up top. We were in Belgium, and that race went really well for us. Sebastian Vettel ended up winning the race, and then we came in P3. We couldn't manage to get the P2 spot, but that's fine. We will take all the points we can get at this point in the season. And with that race result, we are now in P3 in this Drivers' Championship. We're about 60 points back of Charles Leclerc, who's currently leading the championship, and then about 30 points back of Max Verstappen in the Red Bull in P2. In the Constructors' Championship, we're in P4. We're only a few points behind McLaren, so P3 in the Constructors is definitely doable. And although we are trying to go for a Constructors' Championship, P3 would be an improvement over last season where we came in P4. So we're going to do our best here. We're definitely going to have to serve some penalties in these last few races of the season, but hopefully we can make our way through the grid. Both Sebastian Vettel and I, hopefully he can carry the momentum forward from the Belgium race last time around and carry it into this race and the rest of the races this season, so that we can really make a run at the Constructors title. Sebastian Vettel is currently in P8 in the Drivers' Championship, but from P5 to P8 it's like a 7-point gap, so there's definitely a lot of room for Sebastian Vettel to catch up. There's 4 or 5 races left now this season, so hopefully he can carry the momentum from Belgium into this one and start fighting for P5, maybe even start fighting Lando for P4 in the Drivers' Championship, and that'll obviously help us in the Constructors' Championship. But into qualifying here in Monza Q1, we put a lap up on the medium tires and it was good enough to get us into Q2, so we definitely got the pace. The rocket ship of the CRM4, when it's working properly, is pretty good. Q2, we come in P8. We're not trying too hard. We still got the fuel load up. Sebastian Vettel in P7, so a little bit worried about that. Hopefully he can get higher here in Q3. We're also trying to go for back-to-back wins here in Monza. I don't know if you guys remember from last season, but we kind of cheated in qualifying. The DRS was stuck open, but the lap still counted. We started off on pole position and we went off to win the race as we purple sector 1 here. This time we don't have the DRS open for the entire lap to help us out. Lewis Hamilton, who's also our rival at this point in the season, DNF'd in Q1, so he's going to be starting at the back of the grid, which is going to help us in the Constructors' Championship because Mercedes, they are right behind us. Not right behind us, they're about 40 or 30 points behind, but with Lewis Hamilton starting at the back, he'll probably end up in the midfield by the end of the race, so that will definitely help us in points. With a smaller number of races in a season, we only got 16. Every race matters so much more, because if you screw up or you have a bad finish, you don't have as many races to make up for it. But at the end of our first flying lap here, Fernando Alonso currently on provisional pole, we are going to cross the line and we're going to purple it with a 118.1, and surprisingly that is our fastest lap. Our second lap we go out, I get caught behind Lando Norris, I believe, and I'm not good at following cars, so our lap time just went down the drain, but our first flying lap was good enough to get us on pole. So let's get into this race. Let's see if we can go for back-to-back wins here in Monza. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and drop a like on the video, but let's get right into the race, guys. Alright, so we are here for the Italian Grand Prix, starting on pole position once again, similar to last season. This time we've made it legitimately. Our DRS was not stuck open, and surprisingly we did it on our first hot lap. We did have the toe off of Max Verstappen, but it was slower than our first lap. I have said this before, but I don't like following cars. I can't do it very well, so I actually end up losing time, even on a track like Monza, where the straights are massive and very fast. I'm just not good at following, especially through the corners. I lose a lot of time, dirty air, yada yada. But doesn't matter because we're on pole. Sebastian Vettel is down in P8, so unfortunately, coming off his win, he seems to be back to where he was, like, before Hungary. So we'll see. Maybe he has a better race than he did a qualifying. Lewis Hamilton as well, and Alex Albon. They DNF'd in Q1, so they are at the very back of the grid, and then some other drivers had some grid penalties. But it is me and the 2 Red Bulls in the top 3 to start this race. Just gonna slow down here, make sure everyone is caught up with me. Don't want to be too far ahead of everyone. Fernando Alonso in P4, Carlos Sainz P5, and then I believe it's Charles Leclerc in P6. You guys probably saw it up on the grid cam. But we're gonna get on the grid here, try and run away with this race. Hopefully our pace is good enough to just run away with it, but we'll see here. Monza, always a good race. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. That was scary. Alright, here we go for the Italian Grand Prix. We're trying to get our team's 2nd win in a row here. We got 5 red lights. And this race is underway here. Verstappen gets a clean getaway. And Fernando Alonso looks like he also gets a clean getaway, but he's kind of caught through the traffic. I think we just locked up massively going into turn 1. We've got a yellow flag already. Is that going to be a safety car? As Fernando Alonso still right on our gearbox here. Just trying to see if he can go up the inside. He's a little bit of battery. I can see him filling up my mirrors right now. I'm going to turn 3. Horrible start to this race. Verstappen takes the lead here. We need to finish in front of him because he is leading the Drivers' Championship right now. If it's not him, it's Charles Leclerc, but they're both ahead of us. So we need to up the pace here. Hopefully after this lap, we will be well underway with a very nice pace. And we can catch up to Verstappen, 1.6 seconds behind Leclerc. Down in P4, no sign of Sebastian Vettel. Gonna rip a teammate status off of him. Teammate status.
Gap to your teammate behind is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're 8th.
Okay, so he hasn't moved up or down any spots. Okay, so we got DRS. We're gonna close the gap on Verstappen. Leclerc is keeping up with us as well. The 3 of us have kind of just ran away with this race. Sebastian Vettel is still down in P8. So hopefully, with the car that we have, he needs to make up spots. It's very crucial. This is an easy overtaking track. He needs to at least be in the top 5 by the end of this race. Still following Verstappen here very closely. We put up the fastest lap as well. We got a purple sector 1. So now with that DRS, these lap times are going to start soaring. So we could probably go for Verstappen. I'm thinking probably into turn 1. We should be close here going into Ascari. But I don't think this is the best time to overtake him. Because he's just going to get DRS on us going into turn 1. Oh, we run wide going into Ascari here. Gonna lose a little bit of time there. Lose a little bit of that battery to keep up. And then down the main straight, we should be able to get him. We're 5/10 Verstappen right now. Oh man, this dirty air is really throwing me off right now. But we're still keeping up with Max Verstappen. If he needs a battery, this should be an easy overtake here. We are really fast. But never mind, it's going to be close here. He's going to guard the inside. We're going to go up the outside. I think that was like 360 miles an hour. Oh, I kind of had to back out there. Oh, Verstappen slips up a little bit. I was trying to avoid contact. I let him keep the pass. Charles Leclerc now seizes that opportunity, and he's right on my gearbox. We're coming up on Verstappen's. It's a 3-way battle here for P1, and I'm loving every second of it. Verstappen is a little slow, to be honest, but he's able to keep the lead. He's playing some good defense. The Red Bull is not too shabby of a car either, so it's going to be very interesting. Ferrari in this race as well. In front of us as this 3-way battle continues on to lap 7. No moves have been made, but one might be made right here as we're going to have DRS. So is Charles Leclerc. We're going to use that battery as well. Try and get past Max Verstappen. We're going to get him cleanly 360 kilometers an hour. Oh no, Verstappen's fighting back. Okay, please don't hit me. Yes, let's go.
And we got the move done. Going into turn 1, we're going to have some clean air now. Charles Leclerc battling Max Verstappen, but I think Verstappen is coming back at us. He's 1/10, close to 2/10 behind us. Okay, yeah, they're going to have DRS here, so this fight is definitely not over. We're going to have a very good Sector 1 and Sector 2 if we want to get out of that DRS gap. We're already 4/10 up, so that's good news. We definitely have a lot quicker pace than Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. So let's start to run away with this race, and hopefully we can stick this P1, or stick with this P1 all the way until the end. Verstappen definitely keeping up with us as we head on to lap 9 here. But he's going to have DRS. He's right on our gearbox, so he might make the move done. We're going to use battery. We got 100% battery, so let's use it. Try and use them to defend Max Verstappen. If you should, it would be storming right behind us. Or is our power unit just that OP right now that he barely makes an inch on us? I think we kind of gained a little bit on him using that battery. Our own power unit supplier can't even keep up with us in terms of raw speed down the streets of Monza here. Safety car, oh my god. Right as we get out of DRS range. Oh, are we pitting now? Should we just pit? Yeah, you know what? Let's just pit. We're going to pit right now. Hard tires will last us until the end of the race, so let's go in now. Nicholas Latifi is disqualified, but he probably just got stuck on something. And, can't move his car. I'm not sure. I don't see him on the mini-map, but everyone is in the pit, so we made a good call pitting now. Otherwise, I think our race would have been screwed. Okay, we need to get pit stop here. Come on.
That was a fantastic
Okay, nice.
stop.
2.4. Not too bad. But we're still in P1, and I think I see an Alfa Romeo trying to stay out. No, they're going into the pit lane, so everyone is pitting. And Alonso actually overtakes Carlos Sainz. Not Carlos Sainz, he overtakes Charles Leclerc. So I think Leclerc might have had an issue in the pit lane because Sebastian Vettel is now in P5 as well. So that's great. I did say at the start of this race that I wanted Sebastian Vettel to be at least in P5 by the end of this race, but he still has room to operate, and with his safety car reset, he's going to get another chance here. And we're going to have to go back to defending. We had a solid lead over Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. We got out in front, and then they started battling with each other, and they lost out. And because of that, they fell out of DRS range, and then I was able to kind of just run away. And then, of course, as that happens with my luck, there's a safety car. So we're back in the fight, trying to get this P1. Can I go? What the hell is going on? I can't. Alright, whatever. I don't know. This is so weird, but we're gonna use a battery. We're reset here. And we got a solid jump on Max Verstappen, 3/10 behind. On lap 12 here. His tires, I think I kept them. The temperature is pretty solid, so they shouldn't take too long to get fully up the temperature. We're already 4/10, and Perez overtakes Sebastian Vettel. No, come on, man.
We've got a lot of spare energy.
Okay, well, here comes Max Verstappen. He's right on a gearbox. Another yellow. No safety car though. Green flag. No, Grand New Joe's out of the session. Alright, so Mark's saying no safety car. Use this battery. We need to get out of DRS range. So we're going to push now for this first lap or two before DRS is activated.
There appears to be an issue. We're currently investigating.
No, man, please. Please, no, no, man, no. What's the issue? Mark. Oh, Mark. Please, I swear to God, we have been leading, like, cleanly. 0 issues this whole race. No. Nothing seems to be...
It looks critical. find somewhere to retire as soon as possible. We can't risk you carrying on with this race, I'm afraid. Again, find somewhere safe to stop. We need you to retire.
Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. No, man. Oh, everything was going so smoothly. We had the lead. We had that in the bag. Oh my gosh. And now we're going to have to take an engine penalty for this freaking energy store. I'm pretty sure I replaced this one for this race. No. Are you freaking serious right now, man? Freaking oh my gosh. Our championship's done. We can't win the season after that. There's no way. No way we could come back now. I don't think you understand how upset I am right now, man. Like, I'm gonna lose my... Holy crap. I think that's... What? I think that's my third DNF of the season. And... the team's 6th DNF, if I'm not mistaken. 6 DNFs combined for our team this season. I think after that, man, we got, what, 5 races left? We're pretty much out of the constructors. If Verstappen and Perez keep performing the way that they are, they passed Ferrari, actually, to take the #1 spot in the Constructors' Championship. Sebastian Vettel, he does have a pretty good race. Come finishing in P4, moved up 4 spots in this race, so he did what I asked him to do. I was hoping he can maybe clutch it by the end, but oh my gosh, with 4 laps to go in the race, man, 4 laps, and we just have to frickin' DNF. We're basically 2021 Ferrari, or 2022 Ferrari at this point, like, ridiculous. I'm not even sure if we'll be able to catch up to the Drivers' Championship. We're 70 points behind with 5 races left. And again, assuming that these top guys keep performing, we would have to win every race and then hope to God that they have the same unfortunate events that myself and Sebastian Vettel have had this season. Damn, man, it's gonna be tough. Such a blown opportunity with the car that we have right now. Like, we have the highest durability out of any other team on the grid, and somehow we have managed to have more DNFs than any other team in the paddock. Ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 if you include the sprint race in Imola. Oh my gosh, like, horrible, man. 6 DNFs, that's 6 races that we've lost out, or sorry, 5 races that we've lost out on points, and then a little bit of points in Imola as well. We should be leading this Drivers' Championship and Constructors' Championship by a landslide, but it's just not in the cards for us this season, man. Like, we can't catch a break at all. But we might as well just go ahead and get some durability upgrades. Energy store, that's what failed on us, so might as well upgrade that, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. We're probably gonna have regulation changes going into next season, which means we're gonna lose out probably a little bit on this gap that we have on the other cars. Like, look at that, we are miles ahead of anyone. We're definitely gonna start stockpiling some points after this race to get ready for these regulation changes. At this point, maybe after the USA, if we don't win Singapore and the USA, we're just gonna, I guess, tank on the season and hope to God that we have some better luck in season 3 of our My Team career mode. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. As always, if you watch up to this point, be sure to drop a like and subscribe on the video. Leave a comment down below if you guys have had a similar season like this where your team just cannot seem to finish a race if their life depended on it. I don't know what's going on. We got the highest durability out of any team, and we still can't finish a race. I did set the failure for our team to like the whatever the max is, but still, like, oh my gosh, man. We got Singapore up next. If you guys look forward to that and want to see if I DNF for a 7th time this season, be sure to hit the notification bell
But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great night, guys.